It's a rally. How do you feel about having a rally that's got a lot of rides and you can see the countryside? I'd like to introduce Scott Fisher and thank him and his staff for all their help and support with the rally. Scott.
Thanks, Bob. Well, welcome to Six Bends. This is October is 1 year that we've been here, and of course we created Six Bends so that we could do just this. I hope that it was a great experience for you, and I look forward to all of you returning to Six Bends because we plan to do a lot more great events like this in the future. It takes a lot of work to make this happen, and there's a lot of people I'd like to thank. Certainly, I'll probably forget some key people, but first of all, how about our staff at Six Bends? We appreciate you being here, and they appreciate you being here. It makes it great for our 1 year anniversary. The vendors that are here today, they do a lot. They put a lot into coming here. It's important to get them to make this rally what it is. And I really appreciate the fact that they've been out in the sun and they've been here to try and provide a greater rally for you. Let's hear it for them. One of the great things about why we're here today really is because of what Harley is all about. You know, it's really about the Harley Owners Group and how committed Harley Davidson is to continue to drive how important Harley Owners Group is for the future of motorcycling, but mostly the future of what we all love best, which is really about sharing the excitement and the love for motorcycling. So let's hear it for Harley Davidson. And when we talk about Harley Owners Group, what really makes that happen is the chapters that are all over the whole country. For those of you that are here, and there's a lot of you here today that were volunteers, we really appreciate the fact that you put so much into helping us put this event on, because we could never do it without the support of all the volunteers, all the chapter members, all the people who really come together to help make this possible. And then, of course, we have our chapter, the Southwest Florida chapter and the Paradise chapter right here in Southwest Florida that have worked extremely hard to make this happen. And, you know, this event, we'd love to take credit for that we put this on, but really, our H.O.G chapter made this happen, and this is a result of a year or better of hard work, and that chapter and that committee worked tirelessly to make it happen. So let's hear it for their hard work. And of course, as Bob introduced everybody, it really takes somebody to lead this. And Bob has been here every day. He's been here for a year working his butt off. Let's hear it for the guy who really makes all this happen. Come on here, Bob. It wouldn't happen without great leaders, and Bob has created a bunch of great leaders right here in Southwest Florida, right here at Six Bends, and we appreciate everything you've done, Bob. It's been a great success, and I hope that we can make this happen again. For everybody out here, for Six Bends, and for all the riders all through Florida and the Southeast. Thanks again for coming to Six Bends. We look forward to seeing you again, and we promise that we're going to make some great events in the future that you want to travel and come down here for the same great time.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you all. Okay, we want to thank Six Bends, Harley Davidson, Naples Harley Davidson, and the dealers that are all a part of the Florida Harley Dealers Association for their financial support, and their encouragement to make the rally. Thank you to the Lee County Visitors and Convention Bureau for their help, financial and support. Thank you also to our sponsors, and I'd like to read them to you. Seminole Casino Hotel and Marine and in Immokalee, Suncoast Beverage Sales, Pepsi Cola, F&S Sunglasses, Leslie K Insurance, Gulf Waters RV Resort, Baymont Inn, Gulf View Manor Resorts, Hampton Inn, La Quinta Inn, Woodsmoke RV Park, Pink Shell Resort and Marina, Cypress Tail RV Resort, Holiday Inn Resorts, and the Sanctuary RV Resort. Thank you all very much. You made this possible. I'd like to introduce Paul Rapp from Harley Davidson.
Thanks, Bob. I promise I will do my best not to insert mouth into foot and really try to say something stupid this time around. So it's a pleasure to be given the microphone again. I tell you what, there are a number of people at the motor company that are involved in supporting the state rallies, the HOG rallies, and making things happen, and supporting the volunteers. We have two of them with us here this weekend, and I'd like to bring out the district manager for this territory, Randy Miller.
Thanks, Paul. You guys did some great riding this week. I've been here all week, and I think everybody had a huge time. Everybody got to try out their rain gear a little bit. And so have a safe travel back home. Thanks for coming.
I'm the other one. I'm the dealer marketing consultant for this territory, and you're going to hear some more from me, and so we'll go from there. This rally happens because of the volunteers. It happens because of you all. That's the reality. We may provide support, we may provide some training and direction for the rally committee, but the reality is that these rally proposals come from the members. And they're the ones that ultimately put this together and make it happen. It's the rally committee plus the volunteers that all made this happen. And we're going to recognize you in just a second, but in the meantime, I want to bring up each one of the rally committee members. I would appreciate it if you would show your appreciation to each one as we bring them up. The first one is the person who handles the money. And we trust this person not to leave the country shortly after the rally. He's also the person who is most likely the one who transferred your registration, your pre-registration rather, into the system when it first came in. Your rally treasurer, Ken Fox.
Thank you, everybody. I promise I'm not to leave nowhere. From Daytona.
Thank you, Ken. You got to talk long enough to let me get the next award. All right. The next one is the person that would work a lot in advance with Ken in processing your pre-registrations, making sure the data is collated and that we have enough materials to put on the rally. That is your registration coordinator, Linda Leach.
Thanks, everybody.
You know, we talked about not dragging this out. I didn't mean to make it quite that quick. All right. Again, like I said, the volunteers are what make this happen. All the people that you saw working out here are people who raised their hand from chapters and from General HOG membership to work with the rally committee to staff all the positions and standing out in the sun in some cases in a long, long day to make all this safe and fun for everybody. The person who put all this together and, of course, working with the committee as a whole to see what was needed is your volunteer coordinator, George Corrado.
You can do it, George. Come on. Come on, George. You can do it.
I'm not usually much for talking, but I got to. One quick question. How many guys out there, how many girls out there went on the self-guided rides? I have to hand count because I see them all mud on to me.
A bunch. Put down a bunch, George.
Okay, and I did that without taking my shoes off.
Good job.
All right, one thing, just to let you know what happened. We actually fielded 592 bikes that traveled a total of 93,870 miles.
Wow.
And let me tell you, it couldn't have got done without our road captains. Thank you guys, because you got from there and back in one piece. Have a great rally.
Damn, that's a lot of miles.
Okay, good
The rally does have to function as a business, and there are things that happen in the business world that have to be taken care of. Some of those responsibilities continue on after today. That have to be cleared up before the next rally committee steps in and takes over. One of the people that is handling that and the paperwork and making sure we get all the right filings in place that the various government entities require is the rally secretary, Anita Corrado.
I just want to say that my favorite part of being at the rally was watching you all have so much fun. That's the best.
What did you think of the rally events? Did you have fun? Absolutely. This was a great time. And it's the person who put on and coordinated those events is whom I'm going to bring up next, but I also want to take a moment to say he's the one who coordinated this military recognition. Thank him very much. Please welcome your rally events coordinator, Jack Fenwick.
Oh. Okay, guys, thank you for coming, guys. I hope you had a great time. I hope you enjoyed everything that went on tonight. The tributes, everything else. I would like to take 1 minute to thank a guy that really went out of his way to help me, Mr. Mike Spirit Hawk. I know he's here somewhere, but Mike, wherever you are, thank you so much for what you did for us. Thanks, guys. Have a good trip home.
It takes over a year to put everything together to make this happen, including the site work that has to take place to acquire all the space we need and to put together the agreements in advance, things like that. This starts even before the rally proposal is proposed. And your rally site coordinator for this year is Ron Chaperon.
I'm not eating anything. This girl in the front has taken my picture all week. Every time I bite into a little donut hole. Did you have fun this week? That's what matters. Be careful going home. We want you back, and we want to see you again and ride with you. God bless.
As with any event, you got to get the word out. We got to let everybody know what's going on. The person who fulfilled that position in the rally committee this year is your 2015 marketing coordinator, Bobby Bassina.
Hello, everyone. I am the behind-the-scenes person, but without me, you wouldn't be here. And I'm glad you are.
Thank you, Bobby. I have one more recognition to do, but before I do that, I want to take just a moment to make a little recognition on behalf of the motor company. There are people within this country who have been with the motor company, have been part of H.O.G since the very beginning, and have been major proponents and supporters of the events and the activities that we've done. Not only on a chapter level, but also on a corporate level, on our corporate training levels, both for H.O.G officer training, for the rally coordinator training, and the rally committee congresses that we've done. We lost one of those special people here just recently. I'd like to take a moment to say, thanks, Phil. I know you're here in spirit, man. We miss you. Phil Peterson. Thank you, Phil. I got to tell you a story. I knew Phil. How many of you know Del Hofer out of Fargo, North Dakota? Phil and Del go way back. They're buds, right? Phil flies airplanes. He did. And there was a point where his wife made it very clear to him that he was not supposed to get in that airplane anymore because it seemed that he wasn't flying very safely anymore, right? So Phil and Del are together. They're hanging out at his place. The wives are doing something else. And Phil says, Del, let's go flying. They go out to the airport, get in the airplane. They're taxiing down the runway for takeoff, and one of the landing gear gives out. And the plane just slides to a halt, no big deal, right? Phil and Dell go back to home, back to Phil's place. They're not going to say anything. The wives won't know. Guess what came on the news that night? Phil's wife looked at him, and the two just got up and left. It was a great story. All right, I had to do that. There's one committee position that is held to a higher responsibility to the others, in that this person is charged with coordinating the efforts of the others, maintaining the overall focus of the rally, watching things to make sure they're functioning within the plan, within budget, and keeping the eye on the goal, which is a good time for everybody. This is also the person who interacts the most with folks from the motor company, and this is the person who ultimately deserves your huge thanks. This is your rally coordinator. Please welcome Bob Hotovy.
Thank you. Thank you all. As I said in our little program, you have moved the mark for me to try to keep this getting better and better, and I hope we succeeded, and I hope you had a great time. Thank you.